Hello everyone and welcome back to my official The GH24 News YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Alexis arrives at Charlie's and tells Christina how great everything looks, and she's proud of her. Jordan joins Alexis at the bar and respects the changes she's made. Alexis asks where Lucky is. Christina says that's another story. Christina fills her in on what went down with Cody and Lucky, and they got dragged down to the station. Suddenly, Lucy and Jens arrive, and they all note that Lucy seems fond of him. Alexis explains who he's, and that he moved into Windmere. Christina goes over to take Lucy and Jens' orders, and they order a bottle of champagne. Jens notes Lucy is familiar with Christina, and jokes she really does know everyone in city. Lucy says that includes the mayor and sends Laura a communication on Jens' behalf to talk about his company operating out of Port Charles. He thanks her and asks about the other patrons. Lucy points out Alexis, who Jens has met, and also says coming to her is Jordan the deputy mayor. Back at the bar, Christina, Jordan and Alexis gossip about Jens and his precious taste. Ultimately, Jordan departs. Jens has to step out to take care of Commodity, returns and explains to Lucy that he needs to cut the evening short, but they should do this again. Jens approaches the bar and thanks Christina for a lovely evening and heads out. Christina thinks he seems nice. Alexis says he's peculiar as he thinks Windmere is fascinating. In the PCPD interrogation room, Liz tends to Lucky's injuries and thinks he should end indeed be then as Cody started that fight. In the team room, Felicia speaks to Mac and thinks he should talk with Cody. Mac notes Molly is with him, and he's not sure what good he'll be at getting through to him. This is his alternate crapulous bar fight. Mac is upset about Cody, but Felicia points out Cody's father had a wild side too. Mac says he did end here to his pater. Moreover, back in the interrogation room, Liz brings up that Cody is supposedly a enough good card player, so perhaps Lucky should smooth effects over and challenge him to a game. Liz steers the discussion to their case. Molly visits Cody in lockup and says the proprietor of Charlie's only wants him to pay for damages. Cody thinks Lucky should have to pay too. Molly tells him that he threw the punches, and Lucky just tried to hold him down. Cody tells her to throw the book at him, but she again says her family won't press charges if he pays for the damages. Cody has no plutocrat, so he suppositions he's stuck then, not that it matters. Mac appears and asks, who says it doesn't matter. Molly explains Cody wants to be left in then and leaves to let them speak. Cody apologizes, saying he'd a bad night, but Mac notes this is the alternate bad night and prodigies if there's Commodity they need to address. Cody promises he's done with the booze and bars, and he's sorry he let him down. Mac says he's in a helical and seems to be intent on trashing his life, so why? Cody says he's had a lot of effects in his life blow up lately, and when effects are going well for him, he trashes them. He calls it a pattern. Mac says he didn't have a family also, but now he does. Cody doesn't get why he, Maxie, and the others indeed talk to him. Mac says he's family and they see ain't be pushed down. Cody says he'll apologize to Maxie, Christina, and Spinelli, and says he isn't good at talking, so thank you. Mac says he did a good job tonight talking to him, and decides to leave him then to suppose about effects. In the station, Molly runs into Felicia on her way to her office, and they talk about Cody. Lucky and Liz, still in the interrogation room, spot Felicia and suppose they should talk to her about the day Dex failed. In the team room, Felicia relays to Lucky and Liz what she told Joss about the day Dex was picked. She wonders why this is important to them. Lucky says if Cyrus picked Dex, he may have done other effects to other people. Liz asks if Felicia has run into Cyrus at the sanitarium. Felicia says she saw him only a many times, and the cases loved him, but he's been banned and she doesn't know why. Latterly, Felicia is alone when Molly returns and tells an officer that Cody can be released in the morning. Felicia approaches Molly and says Mac hasn't come back yet, and she allowed. He was arranging for Cody's release. Molly says Cody is spending the night in the drunk tank to learn an assignment. Felicia hopes there wouldn't be a third time, but having seen her mama go through this over and over with Christina, Molly says there's always a coming time for people like Cody. Liz and Lucky gather their effects from the interrogation room, and Lucky feels their coming step should be canvassing the staff at Turning Woods and checking their records to find out if anyone Cyrus visited failed of a heart attack. Liz thinks the staff wouldn't talk to him, given the scene he caused when Lulu went missing. He suggests he shut up and let her do all the talking. Liz thinks that will work just fine. Ava visits Laura in her office to talk about the forthcoming guardianship hail and Laura attesting for her. Unfortunately, Laura explains that with Lulu and Lucky back in city, and both of them having a fondness for Sonny, she now has a conflict of interest. She can't help Ava, and hopes she and Sonny can work out their differences. Laura makes some calls, and there are no clearances out for Jens, and Interpol only has him tagged as a person of interest. Just also, Laura gets Lucy's communication about meeting with the CEO of SRE Worldwide, Jens Sidwell. Jordan thinks they could use Lucy to meet with Mr. Sidwell, and Laura agrees. Jens is on his way back to Ladle Island when he gets a call from Laura. She understands he wants to meet with her, and suggests they set up a meeting for hereafter. He agrees. Rick takes Ava to an empty old slip-up apartment, which is in her price range. Ava insists she can't live then, but Rick says she needs to establish a home for her and Avery, and this is all she can go. He also thinks that, with her tastes, she can improve this place up. She complains there's nothing she can do about the size. He tells her this place looks better than a motel room to the court, and he doesn't know why he's wasting his time with her as he's principally doing this pro bono. She reminds him that he took the plutocrat from the oil, but she still owes him more. He tells her that Sonny could drag this out until Avery is 18, and she can't go that. Ava responds, and you wouldn't stand by me if you do'n't get paid. Ava says Nina advised her about him and that he only loves himself and plutocrat. She wonders why Rick hasn't written her off. Rick asks what's going on with her. He's trying to help her and she's been in attack mode. Ava apologizes and reveals Laura is backing out of testing for her. Rick calls it a reversal, but they can acclimate. Ava feels like she has to fight the entire world to be a mama to her son. Rick assures her that he's on her side, not to misdoubt it. They also move in for a passionate kiss. Ava says he induced her, and she'll take the place. She also walks out. Natalia takes care of Sonny in his metro courtroom when Brick arrives to see him. Brick asks what's going on, and Sonny says he has some serious issues with his heart. Sonny is upset about not showing up at Charlie's for Christina's big night. Natalia offers to run down and relay he got caught up with work. Natalia leaves Sonny in Brick's care. Brick asks about this heart business of his, and Sonny fills him in on its progression over the months, and that Isaiah gave him a tradition, which helps. Still, tonight, he argued with Ava, he felt the miserliness in his casket, and he didn't take his capsules as he didn't want her to know about the issue. When she left, he collapsed, and Natalia set up him. Brick says they need to make sure commodity like this no way happens again. Brick makes Sonny an appointment with the stylish cardiologist in the country, who's in Los Angeles. They can't let anyone, especially the 5 families, find out about his condition. Natalia arrives and tells Christina that everything looks great. Christina asks about her pater. Natalia says she was with him, and they were talking about deception business when Brick came by, and they had other business to deal with. She left them to come then and see the place, and she really likes this new low crucial oral vibe. Christina can't stay for her pater. To see it, and she doesn't know what she'd do without him. After Natalia leaves, Alexis heads back to the bar to talk with Christina. Christina tells her that her pater got caught up in business and couldn't come in. Alexis tries to get further word out of Christina about her father's part in all of this. Irked, Christina tells her mama that dad vended it to her, they've a contract, and a payment plan is in place and it's all above board and legal. She also says dad was right, and this work was exactly what she demanded. Still, she's upset about dad as there's a new date for Avery's guardianship case. She vows to do whatever it takes to keep Avery from Ava. Lucy saunters up to the bar to vapor about making another commission renting a place to Ava. She snappily apologizes, noting Ava is likely the last person Christina wants to hear about. Natalia returns to Sonny's room. He didn't anticipate her to return, but she made a pledge to take care of him and she'll keep it. Brick explains he made an appointment with a croaker out in LA for Sonny, and Sonny says he needs to come up with a cover reason to travel there. Natalia says they'll come up with a reason. Brick leaves them to communicate. Sonny lets Natalia know she doesn't have to do anything further than she has. Natalia says he needs to learn to say thank you when people offer him help. Sonny thanks her. At Carly's place, Lucas jokes with Joss about her makeover by Donna and Avery. Joss said it was a good distraction from her screw-up. She principally told Cyrus she was onto him as the person who picked Dex. She notes Lucas doesn't feel surprised. Lucas says Lucky and Liz have a proposition, which he'll tell her if she stays out of it. She can't promise that, joking it's an inheritable thing. Gone to Anna, as they need evidence and have none. Joss says if Cyrus is killing people rather than assuring them, also, there has to be a way to tie him to all these murders and she's going to find it. Lucas wants her to stay down from this mess. She says she will, adding, "What can I do, really?"